This Zombies mode, I think, has the most potential to bring in new players. My only worry with this Zombies mode is the replayability of the maps, because it's so damn hard.
Yeah, so zombie mode's a lot different now. Do you want to explain like what makes it better than, like, say the last time I played zombie mode was like, you know, World at War. Like, why should I even bother with this one?
All right, if we're comparing zombies from World at War days, I would actually say this is the most similar type of zombies, because as zombies progressed, whether you're talking Treyarch or Infinity Ward, they made the game a lot more offensive. You have consumables like gobblegums, fate and fortune cards, all these mechanics that allow you to basically have superpowers that give you such an offensive advantage against the zombies. It's easy. You can be fully set up in Black Ops 3 by round 2.
Yeah.
With pack-a-punch weapons, all the perks, 9 perks, you know, when the map only has 5.
So where like the actual zombies themselves were kind of...
They were weaker.
They were just like cannon fodder.
Yeah, they were basically not the point of the game.
Yeah.
And World at War, with starting off with Nocturne and Totem, you're literally left with no pack-a-punch, with no perks, just a mystery box and like a few crappy wall weapons, and you're literally in defensive mode. And that is how World War II Zombies is. I mean, yeah, there's perks, but you're like, it's a really difficult game. It's super scary.
Would you say it's like going back to its roots, sort of?
In a way. It's almost like if it's kind of like if Black Ops 3 and World at War kind of had a baby. You still have those consumables where you have like kind of extra abilities, but they're not superpowers. There's not a gobblegum that gives you 9 perks. It lets you use the flamethrower for 30 seconds, or gives you a heavy machine gun for a little bit. It's just stuff like that makes the game a little more fun. Kind of adds some variability, so you're not playing the same way over and over. But the mechanics are like the way the game plays is fairly similar.
Yeah.
The biggest difference, I would say, for gameplay wise is the melee. It's not a knife; you have a shovel that decapitates the zombies, and it's a little more interactive. The biggest thing that I don't think a lot of people are going to pay attention to is the way doors open. Yeah, you have your jolt system, which is...
It's essentially money. So before you got cash, now you're getting jolts. And you're not seeing like $10 or whatever pop up when you shoot a guy. Like,
you're not.
And you're not rebuilding anything either.
No, that stuff is like kind of out the window, no pun intended. But the biggest thing with the doors, which I don't think people are going to start realizing it until they start playing the game more and more, but Treyarch Zombies, you buy a door, you're in that door on the other side of it before the door even opened. In World War II Zombies, when you open a door, it unlocks and it opens, and then you have to go through it. And that 1.5 seconds that it took you to open that door, you could be already killed by the zombie.
Yeah.
And I don't think people are going to realize the 1 or 2 seconds that it goes into buying a perk with the new perk system or opening a door that can literally stop your game, whether you're a high round player or an Easter egg player or just a casual player.
I even noticed, like, when you're getting shields and revives and stuff, you're watching him put his hand on something, this animation, and you were like getting punched at that same
that's
time.
what I'm saying.
That's kind of frustrating. I mean, on that note, for people that haven't played zombies like the quote-unquote correct way, so there's like Easter eggs in this, and you want to kind of go over...
we can go over
it's almost like a full-on adventure in a way. Like it's more that it's more than a horde mode, and it's always been that way. But I think with this one, it's a little bit on the it seems like it's a bit more on the nose, that it's this. There's more to do than just kind of run around and see how far you can get.
The balance is definitely there with the other zombie modes for Black Ops 1 through 3. The Easter egg thing was just kind of being played with. Like, they would have a few objectives, and they weren't laid out for you. They just had some stuff you could interact with on the map. It wouldn't be part of your HUD or anything. And there'd be a little objective that you could complete, and then that blossomed into what Black Ops 3 was with their whole boss fights and all that crazy stuff that tied with the story. And this game definitely
more heavy-handed.
Has that, and it is heavy-handed.
Like
Easter egg is spelled out for you.
Even like the guy, like when you're a character, he'll walk up to something and go like, "Oh, I can't open this. It looks like it needs gas and power. Where can I do that?" And then as you're moving around the map, and I kind of like that a lot because it, if you didn't know that there was a zombie mode that's like much bigger, I'm sure there's a lot of people who play it and go, "Oh wow, they added all this cool stuff," even though it's always been there. Like, and that's pretty cool. The loadout system, though. The
loadout system is really confusing. There's so much in your face.
Yeah.
You have so many options. It's overwhelming.
They added way too much with that. I can see where they're going with it. It's cool that you can pick like a pre-made class.
Yeah.
So if I'm playing with 3 other people, I can be like, I'm gonna be the medic, you'll be the assault. But it's a bit too.
It's too much for now. Obviously, like. It's a brand new game, and we have campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. And that's what's kind of weird, is all they kind of did was copy and paste the loadout system for multiplayer to zombies. But since it has to be for zombies, it's going to be a little bit different. So now you're learning 2 loadout systems with all these customizable things.
Their own crates.
Yeah. And you can't even get crates now without earning them through a method which I don't even know how to earn them.
It definitely does seem like they said, let's take what's familiar with multiplayer and add it to zombies and see if we can get more casual multiplayer people to come over and not just see it as, it's it's the horde mode, or like the other big difference I noticed is that it's way scarier.
Yeah,
like there's jump scares in zombie. Even just like weird, like in the video you're turning a thing and then this fucking guy just pumps out. Yeah, there's a lot of those, and that's actually really,
it's awesome,
really awesome. Because the zombies isn't like, I'm glad they didn't go gimmicky like zombies in the 80s or
zombies in the 70s or 50s. Just pick a movie in a decade and
JFK versus the zombies. Like it's this. It seems like they really kind of like took a seat back and just JFK versus the zombies.
I never liked that map.
It sucked. But it really looks like they kind of said like, hey, what's the best part, and then what can we add, and let's like try to not reinvent the wheel, but kind of
make our own version.
Make a new and it's better than God. What was that awful one on Ghosts?
Extinction.
Yeah.
That they tried to do their own thing and it kind of backfired.
Well, that's because Infinity Ward.
They're just lacking in that part.
What's going on?
I don't get it.
They used to be the best.
This zombies mode, I think, has the most potential to bring in new players. Mm-hmm. I think it is the most balanced game. I think World War II as a whole is the most balanced game for Call of Duty thus far. My only worry with this zombies mode is the replayability of the maps, because it's so damn hard.
Yeah.
It's like, if I can beat the hardcore Easter egg, there's 2 Easter eggs, 2 quests. If I can even beat that on my own, I will be impressed with myself, because it's really difficult.
And you can do pretty much all the previous Easter eggs.
I've done everything solo except for the Mephistopheles boss fight for Infinity Ward, which I don't really care about. I don't care about that anymore. And it's just really difficult. And the loadout system, I'll learn. It's not really a flaw. It's just confusing. And, that's how it is with any new game. It just takes time to learn.
What do you, like, what's the biggest takeaway you're taking from this one?
Well, I'm still learning it, for sure, but I think that this game is actually... Everybody in the zombies community is always saying, like, oh, you need to be the same as Treyarch, but you need to be different. Yeah. And I actually think they achieved that. This one map is better than anything Infinity Ward did in their whole entire year for Call of Duty. I think it has a lot of potential. I genuinely think it's going to bring in a lot of new players, and I think it's going to be a really great mode.
I think it's more fun.
It's really fun.
I love I love that I actually jumped a few times playing this game. Like,
yeah, I did too.
I never thought that a Call of Duty would give me jump scares.
No.
I remember hearing like, oh, it's gonna be a scarier zombie mode, and they like, even the voiceover for your characters, like they're panicking when it gets too crazy.
Yeah, they're panting. They're heavy breathing.
They're not these like superheroes like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, they're like they're not like Tank Dempsey who says like, I fucking hate these maggot fuckers or whatever the hell he says.
These guys are like, these ghouls keep getting stronger.
Yeah, they're terrified, which makes you terrified, and there's just all these different elements of horror that these directors and developers implemented. The thrill of the chase,
it's a full-on horror game at this point.
It's like, really great. I mean, they did a great job with Dead Space as
so I like it. I can't wait to see where it goes with DLC. Microtransactions is evil.
Yeah, I mean, they're a necessary evil.
Although you can't even figure out how to buy them though, so
I don't think that. I just don't think it's
non-existent.
I don't think they're implemented yet. Yeah. I really think they gave us. I don't want to say an unfinished product. But
it's very much the early stages.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not that Game of the Year edition.
Isn't there like a second map? Also?
Yeah, it's available on local play, but if you have to beat the casual Easter egg, the guided Easter egg quest on zombies, and it's called the Groston House. And
that's
a survival map in a tiny little farmhouse.
That's actually really cool that they are giving you something for beating, which I think more people are gonna like try to attempt it.
It's a fun map. I played it on local play because I have yet to beat the casual Easter egg because I'm not a god apparently like some other people.
For people that aren't like familiar with how the Easter egg stuff is, think like a Destiny raid, but in Call of Duty, and it's more similar to that than anything. So it would be cool to see where it goes in the future.
Yeah, this is a great game, and I give it a 9 out of 10 because I haven't seen anything else. You know, it's like it's hard to give a game a full rating when you don't even have the whole game.
Yeah, I think where they're starting, it's pretty good, and in a year when we're playing Call of Duty World War I,
by Treyarch.
By Treyarch. When we're playing Endless Warfare.
Yeah. When we're playing.
What is it? They have Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, Endless Warfare.
I feel like the next game is going to be like fucking Space Jam or some shit.
No, it's going to be Black Ops 4 next, right?
That's what people say, like in their titles. They're like, whatever the next game is, Black Ops 4. There's no titles.
Yeah.
It has to be Black Ops something. Black Ops Declassified, Black Ops Modern Warfare.
Declassified is the video game.
That's what I'm saying. There's like 17 versions of... It's going to be Black Ops because that's the trademark.
Yeah. Cool. That's that right there would have worked way better in the next video.
Yeah.
All right.
We should probably stop this recording before it gets out of hand like it already is.